What if sharing less with your family after 65 could bring you more peace? It sounds backward, doesn't it? We're told to be open, to spill every detail about our lives, money, health, plans, because honesty builds trust. But here's the twist. Too much openness can stir up stress, unwanted advice, or even family drama. Imagine telling your kids about your savings, only to hear them nudge you to sell your cozy Chicago home, or mentioning a knee ache and suddenly being treated like you can't hike the trails at Yellowstone anymore. A 2021 study from the American Psychological Association found that 68% of seniors felt more in control of their lives when they selectively shared personal matters. After 65, wisdom isn't about bearing it all. It's about knowing what to keep close. In this video, we'll uncover 8 things you should hold back, not to hide, but to protect your independence and keep family ties strong. From your bank account to your next big move, these secrets can help you enjoy your golden years, whether you're sipping coffee at Dunkin or cheering at a Red Sox game. Stick around. Your peace of mind might thank you. Secret 1. Overall financial situation. Picture this. You're enjoying a quiet morning at your Ohio home, sipping coffee, when a casual chat with your kids about your finances spirals into unsolicited advice or expectations. Keeping the full picture of your money matters private after 65 isn't about secrecy. It's about protecting your peace and independence. Sharing details like the $700,000 in your 401k, the mortgage on your suburban Atlanta house, or your plans for leaving an inheritance can open a Pandora's box. Suddenly, your grandkids might hint at needing cash for a new car, or your daughter might suggest you shouldn't splurge on that $3,000 cruise to Alaska. Worse, if you mention struggling with bills, family could start micromanaging your spending, questioning why you bought those concert tickets for the Grand Ole Opry. A 2022 survey by the National Institute on Aging showed 62% of seniors regretted discussing their wealth as it led to family tension or pressure. By keeping these details to yourself, you avoid awkward requests or debates that can strain relationships. Instead, share only what's necessary with a trusted financial planner or the person handling your will. For example, Mr. James in Oregon learned this the hard way. After revealing he had $600,000 saved, his nephews kept asking for loans to start businesses, turning family dinners into stressful negotiations. He wished he'd stayed quiet to keep things light and loving. You don't need to disclose every penny, like the $1,500 you spent on a new recliner or the $200,000 left on your mortgage. That's your business, and holding it close lets you make choices without a chorus of opinions. Maybe you want to donate $5,000 to your local animal shelter or treat yourself to a weekend in Las Vegas. When you keep your financial cards close, you're free to decide without judgment. It's not about shutting family out. It's about ensuring your relationships stay built on love, not dollar signs. This approach lets you enjoy your golden years, whether you're tending your garden in Michigan or catching a sunset in Florida, knowing your money is yours to manage without interference. Staying private here means staying in control, and that's a gift you give yourself. Secret 2. Financial and asset decisions. After 65, your financial choices, like buying a new car or selling a rental property, can feel like second nature, but sharing every detail with family might invite more headaches than you'd expect. It's not about hiding things. It's about keeping your freedom to decide without a barrage of opinions. Imagine telling your kids you're investing $40,000 in a stock like Apple, or planning to sell your cabin near Lake Tahoe for $300,000. Before you know it, your son's suggesting you should have picked a safer fund, or your niece is hinting the sale money could help with her wedding. A 2023 report from the AARP found 59% of seniors felt pressured by family after discussing financial moves, often losing their sense of control. By keeping these decisions private, you sidestep unsolicited advice that can chip away at your confidence. Take Mrs. Evelyn in Colorado. She casually mentioned buying a $25,000 RV to travel to places like the Grand Canyon, only to face her daughter's worries about wasting money and her brother's pitch to invest in his startup instead. She regretted not staying quiet, as the debates soured family barbecues. You don't need to announce every step, Whether it's donating $3,000 to your local food bank or refinancing your Seattle home to save $200 a month. These are your calls, and sharing them can invite scrutiny that feels like interference. Maybe you want to splurge $1,500 on a new golf cart for your community's course or gift $5,000 to a veterans charity. When family knows every move, they might question your priorities, even with good intentions, making you second guess yourself. Keeping it private doesn't mean cutting them out. It means preserving your right to manage your money your way. If you need to loop someone in, stick to a financial advisor or the person handling your estate, ensuring only the essentials are shared when the time's right. This way, you can enjoy your choices, whether that's fixing up your porch in Virginia or treating yourself to a weekend in Napa Valley without family weighing in. Staying discreet here keeps your independence intact, letting you live your golden years with confidence, knowing your decisions are yours alone to make. Secret 3. Intentions to change residence or lifestyle. Deciding to shake up your living situation after 65, maybe downsizing from your sprawling Denver home or moving to a sunny retirement community in Arizona, can feel liberating, but spilling those plans to family too soon might spark more drama than you'd like. It's not about keeping secrets. It's about holding on to your freedom to choose without emotional tug-of-wars. Picture mentioning you're eyeing a $200,000 condo in a vibrant Scottsdale community or thinking of selling your old furniture to live simpler in Oregon. Suddenly, your kids are begging you to stay put, saying, "That house in Ohio holds all our memories." Or, "Why move so far when we're just 10 miles away?" A 2020 survey by the National Council on Aging found 55% of seniors faced family pushback when discussing relocation, often delaying or scrapping their plans. Keeping these thoughts private lets you explore options without pressure. Take Mr. Harold in Wisconsin. He shared his dream of moving to a cozy cabin near Asheville, only to have his daughter argue it was too risky, and his son insist he'd miss their 4th of July barbecues. The debates left him drained, wishing he'd waited until he'd signed the papers. You don't need to broadcast every detail, like the $1,200 monthly rent for a retirement village apartment, or why you're drawn to a quieter life near a Florida golf course. Family might mean well, but their reactions can make you feel guilty for chasing what feels right. Maybe you're ready to trade your 5-bedroom house for a $150,000 bungalow closer to Lake Michigan, or adopt a minimalist vibe by donating half your stuff to Goodwill. Sharing too early invites opinions that can cloud your vision. Comments like, "You don't need to move yet," or "Keep the house for the grandkids." Instead, finalize your plans first, maybe consulting a realtor or financial advisor, and share only when you're ready. This way, you can savor the excitement of a new chapter, whether it's morning walks in a Charlotte suburb or coffee on a porch in Maine, without family debates stealing your joy. Staying quiet until you're sure keeps your choices yours, ensuring your golden years reflect what makes you happiest. Secret 4. Long-term care plans. Thinking about your future care, like whether to move into a senior living community or hire help at home, can feel like a practical step after 65. But sharing those ideas with family too soon can invite a whirlwind of emotions. It's not about hiding your plans. It's about keeping your independence and avoiding stress before you're ready. Imagine mentioning you're touring a senior living facility in Phoenix or considering a $3,500 a month caregiver service. Suddenly, your kids are insisting you move in with them in Portland or saying, "You're fine at home, Dad." A 2021 study by the AARP found 60% of seniors felt pressured by family after discussing long-term care, often derailing their plans. Keeping these thoughts private gives you space to decide without emotional pushback. Take Mrs. Clara in Minnesota. She casually told her son she visited a care home near Lake Superior, and he panicked, assuming she was unwell, urging her to stay in her old house. The arguments left her wishing she'd kept quiet until she'd made up her mind. You don't need to share every detail, like the $4,000 monthly cost of a facility or why you're leaning toward at-home help. Family might mean well, but their reactions can feel like they're taking over, like insisting, "We'll handle it," when you'd rather stay in your Florida condo with a nurse. Maybe you're eyeing a $5,000 a month assisted living spot in Raleigh, or a $40 an hour caregiver to keep your garden going in Missouri. Broadcasting early invites debates that can make you doubt yourself, like, you don't need that yet. Instead, explore options quietly, maybe with a social worker or elder care advisor, and only share when you're set. This way, you can plan your future, whether it's bingo nights at a Dallas senior center or cozy evenings in your Virginia home, without family fuss stealing your peace. For example, Mr. Frank in Georgia regretted mentioning a 6,000 memory care unit. His kids spent weeks arguing he was too sharp for it, delaying his choice. Staying private lets you weigh costs, like $50 an hour home aides, without pressure. It's about ensuring your golden years match your vision, not someone else's. Secret 5. Non-emergency health issues after 65. It's tempting to share every ache or pain with family, like that stiff back from gardening or feeling tired after a 2-mile walk. But keeping minor health issues to yourself can save you from unnecessary worry and interference. It's not about being dishonest. It's about staying in charge of your life. Mentioning a sore knee from playing golf might lead your kids to book a doctor's appointment at a clinic like Cleveland Clinic without asking, or they might skip inviting you to a family hike in Colorado, thinking you're too frail. A 2019 survey by the National Institute on Aging found 53% of seniors felt less independent after sharing small health complaints, as family often overreacted. Take Mr. Walter in Arizona. He told his daughter about occasional dizziness after mowing his lawn, and she insisted he stop driving, turning a small issue into a big deal. He wished he'd kept quiet to avoid the fuss. You don't need to report every twinge, like a headache after reading or stiffness from a chilly morning in Wisconsin. Family might mean well, but their concern can feel like control, urging you to take it easy when you're fine grilling at the next barbecue. Instead, handle minor stuff with your doctor. Maybe a checkup costs $100, or keep it to yourself. Only share big diagnoses like needing surgery to keep loved ones in the loop without inviting meddling. This way, you can enjoy your days, whether it's fishing by Lake Michigan or coffee chats at a local diner, without being seen as fragile. Staying private about small health hiccups lets you live your golden years on your terms, free to join the grandkids, soccer games, or tend your roses in Georgia without family hovering. It's your health, your call, and that freedom feels good. Secret 6. True opinion about family conflict. After 65, you've seen your share of family squabbles. Maybe your kids arguing over who gets grandma's lake house in Minnesota or bickering about holiday plans. But sharing your true thoughts on these clashes can stir up more trouble than it's worth. It's not about staying silent to avoid trouble. It's about keeping the peace and your place as the family anchor. Picture saying your son should apologize to his sister over a 4th of July barbecue spat, only to have both turn on you for picking sides. A 2020 study by the Family Institute found 48% of seniors regretted weighing in on family disputes, as it often led to lingering resentment. Take Mrs. Grace in Florida. She tried to settle an argument about her grandkids' school choices, saying one daughter's approach was too strict, and months later, family dinners felt tense because her words stuck. You don't need to voice every opinion, like who's right about selling the family cabin for $250,000, or why your nephew's job change seems risky. Family fights tend to blow fade, but your comments can linger, turning you into the bad guy. Instead, stay neutral. Say, "I'm sure you'll work it out," and leave it there. This keeps you out of the drama, whether it's a feud over Thanksgiving seating or deeper grudges. Maybe you think your cousin's new business is a flop waiting to happen. Keep it to yourself. Staying quiet lets you enjoy your golden years, from fishing trips in Michigan to card games in Arizona, without being the family referee. For example, Mr. Paul in Ohio learned this when he sided with his son over a property dispute, only to face cold shoulders at the next reunion. Keeping your thoughts private means your home stays a haven, not a debate club. Secret 7. Decisions about pets or livestock. Deciding to bring a furry friend into your life after 65, like adopting a puppy or caring for a cat, can brighten your days, but sharing those plans with family might dampen your joy faster than a rainy afternoon. It's not about sneaking around, it's about keeping your happiness intact without facing a chorus of doubts. Imagine telling your kids you're picking up a golden retriever from a local shelter for $200, only to hear, "Mom, walking a dog a mile each day is too much at your age." Or, "Why spend $40 a month on pet food?" A 2022 Humane Society survey found 45% of seniors faced family objections when discussing pet adoption, often feeling pressured to reconsider. Take Mrs. Helen in Oregon. She mentioned wanting a tabby cat to keep her company, and her son argued it'd be too much work, urging her to just visit my dog instead. She wished she'd waited until the cat was curled up on her couch. You don't need to announce every detail, like the $50 vet visit, or why a pet would make your Georgia porch feel cozier. Family might worry about your energy or costs, turning your choice into a debate. Instead, adopt first. Maybe spend $30 on a leash and share the news when you're ready. This way, you can enjoy your new buddy, whether it's a parrot chirping in your Florida condo or a pup joining you for coffee runs to Dunkin. Keeping quiet avoids comments like, "You're too old for pets," that steal your spark. For example, Mr. Edward in Maine regretted telling his daughter about a rescue kitten. Her concerns about litter costs, $20 a month, nearly changed his mind. Staying private lets you savor your golden years with a loyal friend by your side. No family fuss needed. Secret 8. Political preferences or social views. After 65, you've earned the right to your opinions, whether it's about the next presidential election or local school funding. But airing those views with family can light a fuse you didn't mean to spark. It's not about biting your tongue. It's about keeping family gatherings peaceful instead of turning them into debate clubs. Imagine mentioning at a Labor Day barbecue that you're voting for a certain candidate, only to have your son argue, "Why support them?" Or your niece launch into why your take on healthcare reform is off base. A 2023 Pew Research poll found 51% of seniors regretted sharing political opinions, as it often led to family tension. Take Mrs. Ruth in Colorado. She casually said she disagreed with a new city tax plan, and her grandkids spent the whole picnic debating her, leaving her wishing she'd stayed quiet. You don't need to broadcast your thoughts, like why you think Social Security needs a $200 monthly boost or how you feel about climate policies. Family disagreements can linger, turning cozy dinners in Ohio into awkward standoffs. Instead, keep it vague. Say, "Everyone's got their views," and move on. This lets you enjoy your golden years, whether it's golfing in Arizona or volunteering at a Virginia food bank, without politics stealing the spotlight. Maybe you're passionate about a local bond measure costing $1 million or have strong thoughts on TV news coverage. Share them with a friend at the senior center instead. For example, Mr. Carl in Wisconsin sparked a Thanksgiving row by criticizing a senator, and his kids barely spoke to him for weeks. Staying private keeps your home a haven, not a soapbox. You can still vote your conscience or write that letter to the editor about park funding, but keeping family out of it ensures your relationships stay warm, focused on love, not arguments. As you reflect on life after 65, the 8 things we've covered, your finances, health niggles, family spats, and more, aren't about building walls, but about safeguarding your peace and freedom. Keeping your $500,000 savings under wraps avoids your grandkids' hints for cash, just like staying mum on a sore knee keeps you hiking trails in Colorado without family fuss. Choosing silence on your son's feud over the family cabin or your vote in the next election sidesteps tense barbecues, letting you savor coffee at Dunkin or cheer at a Cubs game instead. Even your dreams of a cozy Arizona condo or a new puppy don't need family input until you're set. Those choices are yours to cherish. A 2022 AARP study found 67% of seniors felt happier when they shared less, enjoying stronger ties without the drama. Think back. Maybe you once spilled too much at a Thanksgiving dinner, only to regret the fallout. Wisdom now means knowing what to hold close. These tips let you live your golden years your way, whether gardening in Michigan or volunteering in Florida, with relationships rooted in love, not debates. So, take a moment. What's one thing you'll keep private to make life smoother? Drop it in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else. If this hit home, hit subscribe and ring the bell for more ways to thrive after 65. like tips on budgeting that $1,200 monthly pension or staying active. Thanks for joining us. You're part of a community making these years truly golden. From Ohio porches to Maine beaches. Let's keep the conversation going because your peace matters. Share this with a friend who might need it, and we'll see you next time, ready to make every day count without the extra baggage.